Hello! It feels almost slightly wrong to be doing what we're about to do today, but for me personally, it is the time, and I am not wishing away summer. I am not wishing away this glorious weather, but what I am wishing in is orange decor. So, join me today as we autumn reset this room. It is the middle of August. I am aware it is the middle of August. It is still summer. But something about the fall season, it's the orange decor, just sparks something in me. And I really want to get my autumn decor all set up and ready before my wedding at the end of this month. So I'm going to do it now, mid-August, and I'm going to embrace the spark that it gives me. I always feel like I have a new spark of life and creativity in me in the fall season, the spooky season, the autumn months, the Burr months it is really, isn't it? September, October particularly. And I am aware it's August, but I'm keen to get into it and yeah, reawaken that spark in me. So I have all my autumn decor out. It's all boxed up over here. I've got my ghosties, I've got my leaves. We are going to do a bit of a vlog style autumn reset of this room and wake me up. But before we do get on with that, I would like to say a big thank you to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Now, you have definitely heard me talk about Skillshare before. I have used Skillshare in both my personal and professional life. I've used it for UX and productivity and illustration and creativity. And with creativity on the mind, I have been excited to be taking a journaling class. Now, if you know me, you know that I like journaling. I like scrapbooking. I have a ton of supplies. Sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed by all of my supplies, to be honest, for my journaling and scrapbooking, but I have so much fun with it. So the class that I have been taking is, let me just make sure I get the title of this right. It is 10-minute art journaling, a 7-day challenge to conquer artist's block. And although I don't feel I necessarily have artist's block, I do have that overwhelm with how many supplies I have. So this class, taught by Ashton Womack, is about kind of just getting the creativity out of your mind and onto the paper and worrying less about the finished product and more so like limiting your supplies, limiting your time and just creating. I have been creating in this journal. I'm only 4 days into the challenge so far, and I will preface this with, it really isn't about the finished product. So I'm going to show you some of these and you're going to think, that's not very good. But it's because you get 10 minutes. You get limited supplies and 10 minutes to just create based on a prompt. So we had colour blocking, and obviously I just did orange. So it was just within those 10 minutes grabbing some orange supplies and just making a page as orange as I could. And then we had paint and react, which is kind of just blobbing paint down and then reacting with a pen to like emulate it or see what you see in it. Like this to me looked like a flowy dress from behind. And then it was repetition. I did mushrooms, and it's just as many mushrooms as you can get down in 10 minutes, or as many of whatever as you can get down in 10 minutes. And then my favorite one that I've done is actually this little goldfish spread. This was coloring book. It was just to draw something in the style of a coloring book. And I really like this. I do not think that these fish are well drawn, but I actually really like the finished product of this one, so I'm happy with that, and I'm really excited to continue with that class. It's a lot of fun to just limit myself and just be creative, and therefore then not be overwhelmed by all of my journaling supplies. Enough about my journal. Let me give you a little bit of an overview of Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of classes spanning from photography, illustration, UX, productivity, photography, film, and so on, taught by world-class creatives and industry experts. So you know you're getting some quality content in the classes over on Skillshare. They are made for creatives by creatives. If you're interested in joining Skillshare for yourself, I'm happy to let you know that the first 500 people to click the link down in the description below will get themselves a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. So head down there, click that link, get yourself that free month, or you can scan the QR code, which will be on screen somewhere, not sure where, or the link will be down below. So thank you once again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and helping me unlock some more creativity. I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some more of that journaling later. But for now, let's unlock my creativity in this room and reawaken the spark that autumn gives me. I do feel a little bit like before I do too much, I need to tidy up a bit. So let's tackle that first. I.e. all this laundry that is just sat on the floor over here doesn't belong here. And I've got this jacket on, but I do not need it. My journaling supplies can just go in this little box over here for now. I am also coming down with a bit of a cold, which is a bit upsetting for me. Right, let's put some of these books away. This is a new one, so it needs to go in my pile of books that have not yet been entered into my spreadsheet. These can go over here. It looks messy when I've got Finn's toys all over the floor, but like, what am I really to do with them? He lives here, you know? This is a very important journal that can at least stand up a bit more. A lip balm in my lip balm drawer. Back on. Okay, that feels better over there. That needs putting away. You're a piece of rubbish. You need to go downstairs. This suitcase is full of all my hen-do stuff, and I'm not really sure what to do with most of it now. So, unfortunately, that is just gonna live there. So, now, we can get on with the good stuff in these boxes. Little ghosty is coming out. More little ghosties. Little pumpkin. Another little ghosty. He was a mug. His handle snapped off. He's decorative now. My pumpkin cushion that Finn loves to rest his head on is going straight back on the chair. I've got lots of my little pumpkins. I've then got like my wooden pumpkin and my little weavy basket pumpkins. My favourite thing though, my leaves. And usually my leaves would go on this shelf over here. But I think I'm going to try and see if I can get them on the shelves that side. Just because where my computer is now, I look like I'm pointing that way. So that is more my background now than these ones. And these ones used to be my background. So I'm going to try and stick them up over that side instead. Oh, I can't reach. That's funny. I'm so tempted to get more of those for the other bookshelf, actually. We'll see if I do that. Well, that didn't take very long, and I have come to the conclusion that I need more. I definitely need more of these leaves. It looks so weird with them not being on that shelf over there. Like, that shelf just looks so plain, and I'm not a fan of that. This shelf does look lovely and fally though, so I definitely need to get myself some more leaves, but I think this will probably be my backdrop for sit-down videos for the autumn season anyway. I feel like this just orange wall needs more love, and heck, let's pop a pumpkin up there. Anyway, now that that is done, I thought I could also give you a little rundown of some of the books on my radar for spooky season. I don't know if I'm gonna have an awful lot of time to give you a September TBR, because I'm getting married on the 31st of August, so I might not have time to do a September TBR. So here's some books that are on my mind for heading into the autumn scene. I did just call it spooky season, and I'm not going to do that because that is October and we are not there yet. Not at all. But some things that are on my mind for heading into September. Strange Houses by Uketsu. I read Strange Pictures and it was very atmospheric, very mysterious. I'm not sure what Strange Houses follows so much. It is a chilling Japanese mystery sensation. I know there are floor plans and there is some sort of mystery in the floor plans. A sinister hidden room, a dead space between two walls, a sealed cellar, and so on. So judging from the vibes of the first one, and I really enjoyed how Strange Pictures was told. I say the first one, it's not like a sequel, it's just the order in which I've read this author's work. I really enjoyed the vibes of the first one, and the eerie atmosphere and the mystery and the tension, so I'm excited to get to Strange Houses as well. Next up is The Butcher of the Forest. This is a teeny tiny one, and I remember picking it up because it was like a fantasy horror, maybe? Fantastical and uncanny. A perfect mix of horror and fantasy. Ooh, a perilous dimension hidden inside the forest, full of wicked, shape-shifting beings, undead deer, and other monstrosities. This is a teeny tiny novella, but it just looks like the right vibe. That cover speaks to me, so I'm excited to get to this one. One I've been going on about for a really long time is A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher is the perfect autumn read, in my opinion. I have loved everything I have read from them. I have been pre-warned that this one does contain domestic violence, which, if you're familiar with me, is a trigger for me, so it's good to know that going into this one, but hopefully I can still enjoy the story. We'll see how this one goes. A little bit apprehensive, but T. Kingfisher is an author that I trust enough to give it a go, I think. Another one on my mind, Starling House. Can you tell that I'm trying to go for the atmosphere? I've recently read House of Hollow and very much enjoyed that atmosphere. But Starling House, this one is about a house, and I love it where the setting is part of what makes it eerie. Opal, our main character is called Opal, and she gets a job in Starling House, but the house is uncanny and full of secrets, and I think it has like some sort of reputation, and there is a brooding heir that owns the house. Sinister force, and Opal has found a reason to stick around, and she'll have to fight for it. But I think the house is what is the atmosphere in this one, which really excites me. I love it when that happens in books. And then one that's been on my TBR since last spooky season, and I didn't get to it, is My Throat an Open Grave. This is horror, I believe, although it depends who you ask, because some people have said that this isn't horror, but maybe just like light horror. I don't know. I believe there is a wood, the Lord of the Wood. They fear the Lord of the Wood as much as they fear God. Ghosts of the forest steal unattended babies and leave enigmatic tokens of wood and bone in their place. Ooh. But Leah didn't believe the legends, thinking it was just a way to scare the local kids until her baby brother disappears. So of course she's going to go into the woods. Yep, she crosses the river into the Lord of the Woods to bring her brother back, but the devilish figure who has haunted them for generations isn't what she expects. Ooh. A bargain that will uncover secrets her hometown has tried to keep buried for decades. I'm excited by this. And I'm going to keep it pretty short because I will probably purchase more spooky books and lean more into some other horror things. And of course, just epic fantasy as well in general. Autumn is also a season for epic fantasy. In fact, autumn is just a season where I feel I get my motivation. As I was saying earlier, it just brings out some sort of spark for me. So that's exciting. Now that I've done the reset, I'm feeling inspired to be in this room and create a little bit. I'm probably going to go and do a little bit more of that journal, do today's journal task, and then, heck, read. Who would have thunk it? But I hope you have enjoyed this little decor reset prep vibe video. A bit different from me, not something I normally do, but I hope you've enjoyed nonetheless. And I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!